Hello everyone, Donna Gray here, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales. Jumping on, doing a live video, doing some crafting this afternoon. It's been a little while. I did promise that I was going to be on more often, but life has got in the way at the moment. So I'm popping on today and going to do a bit of crafting. So I can see I've got one person watching me. Please feel free to say hello. Let me know who's watching, where you're watching from. I always love to see who's on and who's watching. So today I'm going to create quite a few cards for you today. So there's lots of interesting, fun techniques that I'll be doing. But to start off with, hey Renee, just while people are popping on and until I can actually get it coming up here on my tablet so I can see what's going on. It hasn't got there yet. Go back out and come back in. So what I thought I would do is, first of all, I thought I would show some more of my RAK cards. Oh my God, I cannot believe that I've had so many RAK cards this month. And I mean, I suppose when it's your birthday, people send them because they do have your birthday up there, so everybody knows it's your birthday. But so amazing. So I just thought, I've got only a few today. It's not a huge amount. So this one is from Maria Pilot, and she is from Pascoe Vale South. So Maria has used the beautiful Delightful Daisy punch and created a beautiful, cute card. So thank you, Maria, for your card. The next one is from Michelle Mathwin. So please stay tuned, everybody. Don't tune out just because I'm showing some cards here. I will be doing some crafting. This is a really cute, cute card. So this one, as I said, is from Michelle Mathwin. And Michelle, I can't actually read the address there, but she's done a beautiful Celebrate You Happy Birthday card. Hey, Joni, thanks for joining. Hope you're all well this afternoon. So, and this one here is from, Renee. Is this from you? It just says Renee. I assume it is from you. So thank you very much for my birthday card. Fat-free, sugar-free, gluten-free, carb-free, caffeine-free, peanut-free, dairy-free birthday card. Just for me. So was it you, Renee, that did this card? It has just the address on the back, Queensland. I assume it's you, Renee. So thank you very much for my card. It was awesome. And this one here is from Judy Cox. And this was absolutely beautiful. I was blown away by this card. Judy Cox, I think it's Queensland that she's from. Look at the detail of this card. How awesome is that? Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I have this set, but I don't actually have the framelits for it. But yeah, stunning, stunning card. Absolutely gorgeous. And I actually just had a team member of mine do a card similar to this using the Orchid Builder punch too, Orchid Builder bundle. So yeah, absolutely beautiful. So if you have a video tutorial, Judy, on that, I would love to see your video tutorial. So if you watch this back later on and you see it, please pop a link to a tutorial or pop a link to your blog. This one here is from Linny Groves in New South Wales, and she's done a beautiful happy birthday card for me. And not sure whether it's RAK, could be Southern Skies, not sure, but thank you, Linny. Beautiful card. And one last card is from Karen Sutton. Karen and I met in Sydney this year, so thank you, Karen. Beautiful birthday card. Thank you very much. We have spoken to each other lots and lots, and Karen watches my videos all the time. And we actually got to meet in person when we were on stage in Sydney at Luna Park in April, beginning of April. So thank you, everyone, for my RAK cards. They are absolutely awesome. It was from you, Renee. I thought it might have been. I guessed. I was like, it just says Renee, and from Queensland, I thought it's got to be Renee. So thank you very much, everyone, for my birthday cards. They have been absolutely awesome. So just a few catch-up things. We've only got a couple of more days left. This ends on the 30th of April. It will be a pre-order bundle. If you wanted to join, you can get this as your starter kit at the moment. That will end on the 30th of April, and all the freebies that come with it will not be available in the bundles, I think, when it comes out at the beginning of next month. So if you're interested, $235 worth of products for $169. You could get the Gotta Have It All bundle if you wanted to join my Wild Heart Crafters team, and I would love to have you join my Wild Heart Crafters. We're an awesome group of crafters and we all get along really well. Hey Alia, thanks for watching. So we better get on to crafting, I would say. So I'm actually going to use a lot of, sorry, I'm just going to put my tablet back over here so I can see the comments. I'm actually going to use a lot of the new bundles today because it is getting exciting. And as I said, if you wanted to join my team, you can get your hands on it because we will be able to order items the beginning of next month, because as Stampin' Up demonstrators, we get the beauty of being able to order early. So I just wanted to share with you some of these new products and some of these new designer series paper, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's to die for. And in the Gotta Have It All bundle, the Share What You Love specialty designer series paper, I'm going to make a card with that today. Hey Mari, thanks for joining me. Okay, so I'm just going to flip you forward now, people, and we'll get to crafting. So any questions as I go along, please feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer questions while I craft. No question is ever too hard. Hey Joni, I'm just got to get that happening so I can see the comments, please. Oh, we need the volume down on there. Okay, so now I can actually see everyone's comments coming up. So what I decided to do was use the Love What You Do bundle for this one, but the whole focus of this card is actually the designer series paper was my whole focus for this card. So what I decided to do, I'll get that out of the way, I don't need that just yet. What I decided to do was just use strips of the designer series paper. So when you get your designer series paper, as Kylie Bertucci says, you got to love it and chop it. So get into it, people, and love it and chop it. So I decided what I was going to do is do a card with the focus being the designer series paper on the front and also taking a little bit of it to the inside of the card. And I'll put that stamp set aside because we're going to use it for a sentiment in the end. Okay, so what I've done, I've taken some of the Mint Macaron. Now, Mint Macaron is an older colour that is now returning, and it will be available in our new catalogue. So I thought, lucky me, I actually still had some sitting in my, lucky I'm a hoarder and I don't throw things out, I still had some sitting in my stash, so I was able to use it. So I've just done my base in Mint Macaron. I've got a piece of chocolate, sorry, not chocolate chip, early espresso, a strip, and then I've cut a strip of designer series paper just a little bit smaller than the early espresso. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer those up on the front. So I'm using liquid Tombow, and the reason why I'm using liquid Tombow is that it gives me the wiggle room to be able to move my cardstock around and my designer series paper around and get the layers looking really, really nice. I'm just going to layer that up onto my early espresso and move it around. So I've got a lovely border down both sides. Okay, now I've cut it the same size as the front of my card, so I'm just going to pop some Tombow onto that. This is a really quick, easy card, but I just wanted to show how you can really showcase some designer series paper, because we have some beautiful paper coming in our new catalogue, and when we get it, we need to use it. Okay, so I'm just going to line that up with a tiny, tiny little border down the side here. Okay, now, as I showed in a video on my YouTube channel just recently, I always have little strips of cardstock from where I cut my layers. I always end up with strips of cardstock left over. Now, I never ever throw these strips of cardstock away. I always keep them handy and on hand, and you never know when you might need them. So I've decided to use one of these up just to show you, excuse me, how you can get a really nice effect by using them. So I'm just going to, and it's a tiny strip that I get. I always cut my bases the same size, and this is a strip that I cut down because our A4 cardstock, I like the width of my cards to be 4 inches wide, so I always cut that tiny little bit off. So I'm just going to lay that down on the top there like that, just to create another bit of difference on the front of that card. And then, because it's a little bit too long, that's fine, then you just trim it off. Now that is a wasted, an off-cut piece of cardstock that I've used, and it's created that beautiful look on the front. So I never, as I said, I'm a frugal crafter. I never ever throw any pieces away. You can always get some use out of it. So now what I'm going to do is, on the inside of my card, I will do some stamping. Don't worry, there is some stamping happening with this card. So now I'm actually going to, I've got a strip of the Designer Series paper. This is only like 1 inch wide. So I'm just going to pop some Tombow onto that, and I'm going to glue that onto my layer in the front. Sorry, on the inside. Please tell me, people, if I get out of camera shot. I do watch every now and then. What is the length? Okay, Joni, what is the length? Oh, hey, Cheryl. 10 p.m. on Wednesday night here. We're a day ahead of you. This is 2 p.m. on Thursday afternoon here. So, Joni, you're asking me the length. Is that what you're asking me of my card? So, how I cut my cardstock, and I always cut it, and if you go over to my blogs, you will find that the measurements are always the same. I cut my cardstock at 5 3/4 inches this way and 8 inches this way. So our cardstock is like 8, it's not actually 8.5 inches, it's like 8 1/4, sometimes a little bit more than 8 1/4. And so what I like to do is I like to know that it's exactly the size that I want it. So I always cut it at 5 3/4 this way and 8 inches this way, and it's folded in half. So it gives you a size card of 4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. Okay, and I am sorry, I do work in inches. I am a metric. I have been brought up with metric measurements, but when it comes to card making, plus I think it's something about being a hairdresser, we talk in inches. So I'm sorry, but I do use inches when I do any crafting whatsoever. So as you can see, that's just created a cute little inside layer. I think I might just, with a stamp, I'm just going to, there's some flowers in this stamp, so I'm just going to create a little bit of a flower on the inside to make it look, have a bit of interest. I'm going to use my soft suede ink pad. Brand new ink pad, opens up like a compact cover. Great new design. I actually had someone saying to me the other day that it's fantastic for people that have problems with their hands. Taking that one step out of opening up our ink pads has really, it will really make a change for people that have problems with their hands, which is so true. Okay, so I'm just going to pop just a flower there on the inside just to create a little bit of interest. Still got lots and lots of room to be able to write any writing that you want to do inside. Now I've just used my Stampin' Scrub. If you're new to Stampin' Up, this is a beautiful tool. You use our stamping mist and you spray, one side is a wet side, one side's a dry side. Conditions your stamps, keeps your stamps in perfect condition and cleans your stamps every single time. Wonderful thing to have in your craft room. I find it a very handy tool that I have. Okay, so I'm just going to, I'll take that away again. Just some liquid Tombow once again. Now, liquid Tombow lasts a long time, ladies. You don't need to use a lot. And it holds really, really well. And the key is, I had that standing up, and that's why it's like it is. The key is always put it tip down when you're storing it. and that way the glue is always in the tip ready to go. So I'm just going to pop that on the inside. Got a nice little 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. So there's the inside decorated, really, really easy. So now the front, I'm actually going to stamp a sentiment. And I think the sentiment I'm going to use out of this one is the "I'm lucky to have a friend like you." Pop that onto a block. Okay, and I think I'm going to stamp that in the mint macaron, because I'm actually going to back it with our early espresso. So I think the mint macaron will be quite nice. So I'm just going to, sorry, I'll get that up here into the camera a bit better. Just going to stamp that in the mint macaron. So can everybody tell me, hey Crafty Chrissy, how you going? Nice to see you've joined me. So everyone, is the coverage really good? So the video is doing really good. It's not all blurry or anything like that. Please let me know if it is. Not that I can do much about it and change it, but actually the other day when it was all blurry like that, it was because I didn't have my Wi-Fi on like I should have. So now I'm just taking my 2-inch punch, and our punches are a great design. They have a clip that holds them shut. And when you want to use them, you push the clip and it opens it up, and that's how we use the punch. So they're great for storage. You use them upside down so you can see where you're punching. Get your sentiment right in the middle where you need it to be and punch it out. Punches are awesome for quick crafting. So they're always a handy little little thing to have. And I'm also going to do, we've got the starburst punch. So I'm going to use this. That's all right, Chrissy. Better late than never. So I'm just going to punch out a starburst. There'll be a fair bit to watch, so you won't be missing out, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm going to, all good there. Good, Cheryl. That's great. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, so I'm just going to glue that on with some Tombow onto my starburst layer. And once again, Tombow gives you the room to wiggle it around and move it around. Now we also have some beautiful new little doilies that will be coming in the new catalogue. They are part of the Gotta Have It All bundle, and they're pearlized doilies. They're really, really cute. They're a pearl on one side, if you can see that, the light shining on it. And then on the other side, they're just plain white and a matte look. So the shiny side, you can use your blends to colour the shiny side. The matte side, I would say just our normal inks with sponges would be able to colour that as well. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm just going to cut one of these in half. So just bear with me. Is it going to work like that? No, I'm just going to. Yeah, I am going to cut it in half because I'm just going to line it up there. So just bear with me while I cut that. Okay. Just going to, as you can see, line that up like that. Where's this one smaller? That one's smaller. Okay, I'll use that one. It's a bit smaller. So I'm just going to, with my Tombow, pop a little bit of Tombow just on the back. My Tombow's not wanting to behave with me today. Okay, now you don't need a lot of Tombow when you do this, or otherwise you're going to end up with glue all over the front of your card. So tiny, tiny little spots of Tombow. And I'm then going to squish that up against my Designer Series paper layer. So it looks like it's coming out from underneath the, hey Amanda, thanks for joining. So it looks like it's coming out from underneath the Designer Series paper. So that is how you can make the most out of your doilies and things, is just to use half doilies. Okay, so then I'm going to, with some pop some dimensionals. I'll pop some dimensionals on the back. And I actually have some early espresso ribbon, so I think I'm actually going to do a bow and pop a bow on this as well. Joni's saying, hi Deirdre, good to see you here with me. Love, Joni. Okay, Deirdre. Hello, Deirdre. I can't see that you're watching, but apparently you are. So thank you for joining me. And if this is the first time you've joined, I hope you enjoy my crafting afternoon. I get a little bit carried away. I craft away for ages, forget about what the time is, and I just get carried away crafting. So I actually have, as I said, some early espresso ribbon here. So I think I'm actually going to just tie a bow. So one loop, loop it around, push it through the loop that you've just formed, and there you have a bow. Keep it that it doesn't twist, and gradually play with your bow, get it to be the way you want it to be. Okay, I play with bows quite a bit. Okay, now I'm going to trim that with my scissors, and I actually don't know where my good scissors are, so I'm going to try these ones. Hopefully it will cut. Yes. Okay. So I think I'm just going to pop that up there. So now with my bow, I'm just going to, with a glue dot, grab a glue dot and pop it in the middle of my bow. Okay, Joni, she's coming up green. It might be because she hasn't watched before, Joni, I'm not sure. You can probably see her because you're probably friends with her, but probably because I'm not friends with her on Facebook, I can't see. I can see when people join, but normally it's when we're personal friends on Facebook, I think. So there you go. There's a quick, easy card using the new beautiful Designer Series paper, our lovely pearlized doilies. Quick, very easy card. Okay, so I will move on to the next one. I'll just clean that stamp so I stay neat and tidy, and clean my sentiment and pop them away. So that one was using the Love What You Do stamp set. So beautiful stamp set, this one. I can't put it down. I absolutely love it. I think it's definitely going to be a must in people's craft stash because it has beautiful sentiments, beautiful flowers, the lovely watercolor background. Has lots and lots of potential, that stamp set. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to show you is I was busy on the weekend making this, and this will be another video tutorial in itself. This is what they call an accordion step card. Now, Dawn Griffiths on YouTube shows a video tutorial. So that was where I actually, from Kayla McRae, she actually made one, and I wanted to know where she got it from, and she gave me Dawn's link to her video, and it's a wonderful card. So it ties together with a bow. Now I've used the lovely bubble over. Wait until you see this. Look at that. How awesome is that? It probably cannot fit all in the camera, but that is what I spent my day yesterday afternoon making them. I made one with the coffee cafe bundle, and I've also made one with the bubble over bundle. But lots of potential, and great for using that Designer Series paper, because it's great to have the Designer Series paper that it's double-sided, so therefore you can use both sides of the paper to get the decoration happening on them. So a quick, easy card, but very effective. So, okay, Mari, how often do you need to clean and wash the stamp and scrub? Mari, whenever it gets to the stage that when you're cleaning your stamps and your stamps are getting that grey, cloudy sort of look to them, that's probably when it's time to clean it. And what actually happens is you can pull these out. These actually come out. If I can get my fingernail under them. They actually pull right out, that you can take the whole thing out there, like that. Okay? Take it to your sink, wash it with some liquid soap until the water runs clean, put it out to dry, and then pop it back in when it's dry, and you're right to go. It depends on how often you stamp and how much you use it, and if you're using darker colours, it tends to get dirtier a lot quicker. So, okay, so the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of the note cards that you get in the kit, in the Gotta Have It All bundle. And you get, I can't see how many it was. What was it? I don't think it, does it tell me how many? No, it doesn't tell me how many on the front. These were designed for the Memories and More card pack. So they've made some card bases ready for us to be able to make quick, easy cards using the Memories and More. So this is the delightful detailed Memories and More card pack, and there's quite a lot of things in this Memories and More card pack, and they're all double-sided, so they all have different things on the other sides. Lots of beautiful colour combinations. So I decided that I would make a really quick, easy card, and I just wanted to use a sentiment out of this stamp set, because this stamp set is absolutely gorgeous. So let me count how many you get. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so you get 10 card packs and 10 envelopes, okay? So it's actually quite a good bargain. They're ready to go. They're great to have on hand. So I'm actually just going to fold that in half, ready to go. So what I've done, out of the Memories and More pack, I've picked a couple of layers that I want to layer up on my card. Now, you could, if you wanted to, this has a lovely border. You could cut that down and actually back it with something a bit darker, but I wanted to do a really quick, really easy card here. So what I'm actually going to do is, I'm going to, just with these layers, on this piece here, I'm actually going to stamp this beautiful sentiment, how beautiful a day can be when kindness touches it. I just thought that was such a lovely, lovely sentiment, which is that one there. And I'm actually going to ink that up, I think, just with my Memento black ink, I think. Hey Chrissy, thanks for joining. Hey Deirdre, I can see you now. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy this crafting afternoon. Okay, so I'm inking it up with my black Memento ink, and I'm just going to, no, I'm going to do it that way. Okay, so there you go. How beautiful a day can be when kindness touches it. Now, there's a beautiful little, tiny little flower here, so I'm going to use that as well. Grab a little block to put it on. It's a tiny, tiny little flower. So I think what I'm actually going to do is do just a couple of them down the bottom here. Okay, just like that, I think is enough. Okay, now, okay, we have a corner punch which is new, and this is from the Gotta Have It All bundle. So I'm actually going to, with the corners, I'm just going to pop it in. Now bear with me, I haven't used this before. So this is the christening of my corner punch. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, I'm going to do both corners. Okay, and I'm going to, it's got a corner rounder, just going to round that corner, like so. So there you go, that's turned just a square rectangle piece of cardstock into something really, really pretty. Okay, so quick, easy thing to do. So now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to start layering these up. So my idea is I'm going to do that. I might actually, the half doily that I had, which I have no idea what I did with it. Anyway, I'll pop a full one under here. I'm thinking about that, like that. Okay, so first of all I'm going to glue this one down with my Tombow. As you can see, a really great sentiment there. It says collect moments, not things, which is quite a nice sentiment. And that could be made into like a really nice card as well. So these memories and more cards, they're not just for scrapbooking, which is great. Hey Sherry, how are you going? What's the Gotta Have It All bundle? I will just bring it in. I'll pop that layer on and then I'll just show you. I'll bring in the pamphlet and show you what the Gotta Have It All bundle is. At the moment, if you wanted to join my Wild Heart Crafters team, you can get the Gotta Have It All bundle for $169 as your starter kit. It will be available to everybody in the beginning of next month. It's a pre-order bundle. It's a little bit like we had the Eastern Palace suite that we had last year. It's like that. It's a pre-order. There's 3 different bundle types. It says just getting started bundle, which is $98.75. You get that beautiful stamp set that I used in the first card. Very vanilla cardstock, Grapefruit Grove, which is a new colour, in colour. Old Olive ink pad, a clear block, and vanilla note cards and envelopes. In the little More Please bundle is $159.75. These will be available at the beginning of May for customers. It's a pre-order thing that you're able to do before our annual catalogue goes live at the beginning of June. In the A Little More Please bundle, you get the Love What You Do stamp set. You also get the Make a Difference stamp set. It's an alphabet stamp set, but it also has the handmade Stampin' Up stamps and things on it. You get very vanilla A4 cardstock. You get a cardstock pack that has the Grapefruit Grove, Mint Macaron, Old Olive, and I think it's Rich Raspberry. You get a pack of the Pearlized Doilies, Grapefruit Grove ink pad, and the Rich Raspberry, velvet ribbon is absolutely gorgeous. The Artisan Pearls, which are lovely. They've got some beautiful colours in that. And for free in that bundle, you get very vanilla envelopes and you get the Share What You Love embellishment kit. And the Gotta Have It All bundle, you get the 2 stamps, the Love What You Do, the Make a Difference, the very vanilla cardstock, the coloured card pack stock, the Pearlized Doilies. You get the beautiful Share What You Love designer series paper, the Grapefruit Grove ink pad, the Rich Raspberry velvet ribbon, the Artisan Pearls. You get a beautiful dynamic textured embossing folder, which I'll be using in a little bit later on. And then for free, you get the Statement of the Heart stamp, which is a Stampin' Up stamp. It's all about sharing what we do and loving what we do. Very vanilla envelopes and the Share What You Love embellishment kit. Those last 3 things are for free, but that will only happen, those freebies will only happen now if you, and this ends on the 30th of April. But if you purchase the bundles at the beginning of next month, I think the free items just aren't available. But other than that, so if you want more information, please let me know. I'm happy to chat with you and let you know. Hey Jessica, thanks for joining. Yeah, it all looks amazing. It is beautiful, Sherry. Absolutely beautiful. You got to go and pick your puppy up, Deirdre. That's fine. You can always watch the replay. The replay is always there, ready to watch later on. So now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to glue this one on at an angle. I could even do that side, but I decided to have the black and white to add a bit of contrast. So I'm just going to pop that one on at an angle. And now, because that just put glue on the pearlized side, I'm going to probably glue the pearlized side down now for that. But as you can see, this is a quick way of making a card by just using the beautiful Memories and More card packs. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that over there, like so. And this one I'm actually going to pop up on some dimensionals again, just to add a bit of dimension. I love the purple too. This is a new colour that's coming, Cassandra. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's called Blackberry Bliss. It's a colour that is returning. It's a colour that everybody loved. It was before my time with Stampin' Up, so I actually haven't had the chance to get my hands on it, but I cannot wait. It is going to be fantastic. All good, Sherry. I'll catch you later. You can always watch the replay. It's all good. The beauty of Facebook Lives, it's still there on the replay. So I'm just going to do that. And I think to set it off, I'm actually just going to do a bow. I've got Fresh Fig, which I think will go with it okay. It's not the right colour, but I think it will go with it well enough to be okay. So there, I've just made my bow again. Hopefully this will trim. Hey Lisa, thanks for joining. How are you? I'm just doing a bit of crafting, sitting here gabbling away to everybody, crafting away, as I do. So the Berry Burst ribbon, and I'll just pop that on with a glue dot once again. I'll pop two on. Okay, so I'm thinking, actually up there is quite nice. And I'm going to bling it up a little bit with some Diamantes. I think it just needs a bit of oomph. It's pretty, but it just needs a little bit more. Surely I have some opened. Actually, I think it must be in the other box. You wish you were crafting instead of working? This is what I do for work, so it's all good. What an awesome thing to be doing for a job, isn't it? I'll get, there's a little pack there. Yeah, I think it's a fantastic thing to do. This is, if this is the first time you've watched, this is my full-time job. When I say full-time job, I am a hairdresser and I do work a couple of days, but I do crafting most of the time. Okay. Now, when I do Diamantes, I always do uneven numbers. So I just think 3 is quite enough. If I didn't do 3, I would do 5. It's just more pleasing to the eye. It's just something that I've always done. And it's something that a lot of crafters will say the same thing, that you do things in odd numbers. I know it sounds strange, but it's just what works. So there you have it. So a quick, easy card using our Memories and More card pack and using the Memories and More white card stock and card bases and envelopes. So I would probably pop another layer on the inside and stamp on the inside as well, just to smarten that up a bit. You can never go wrong with bling, Cassandra. That's correct. Sorry, Cassandra, I probably haven't said hello to you. How are you going? Thank you for joining me. Okay, so we'll move on to the next card. Okay. I need to keep piling my cards up in a spot so I know exactly where they are so that we can go back through it all in the end. Okay, so I'll just clean up those ones again. Yes, so true, Cassandra. I love the bling. I can honestly tell you, the majority of the things that I do, bling always happens. So it's really an exciting time seeing all these new products and seeing what's coming out. I actually really physically haven't had the time to go through the catalogue properly. I really feel like I need to go through the catalogue a lot better than what I have. But anyway, I will get there. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use the new textured embossing folder. Now, it's probably pretty hard for you to see on this, but it's a beautiful, massive, big flower. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use the brayers with this. So I'm actually going to emboss that. I'll bring in the Big Shot. Now this is a deep textured embossing folder. So being a deep textured embossing folder means we only use our base plate, our embossing folder, and our top plate. So what I'm actually going to do is, sorry, I'm wandering around my room here. I'm going to pop my piece of white cardstock into my embossing folder, and I just want to get that flower that it's more or less in the middle of my piece of Whisper white cardstock. So I'm going to lay that down. Folded side goes into the machine first, and then my well-worn cutting plate on top. I was actually looking for my nice cutting plate, but it's gone missing at the moment. Okay, so wind that through. Now, because it's one of the deep textured embossing folders, it doesn't need the extra cutting pad. So as you can see, a beautiful embossed flower. Okay. Hey, Tracy, thanks for joining. Okay, and on the back you've got the deboss. So you've got the embossed and the debossed look. Beautiful both ways. This is a stunning embossing folder. I think it will be a favourite in many people's craft rooms. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to use the debossed side, and I'm going to use our brayers. Okay, and I've had a combination of colours here. Now, I started, sorry, that's the way I did it. Okay, so my colour combination is Fresh Fig, Rich Raspberry, Berry Burst, and Powder Pink. Okay, so I'm going to create a bit of an ombre look, is what my plan is. So when you're embossing, when you're using your brayer, I'll show you, I'll open up my ink pad. So first colour I'm going to use, I start off with my darkest colour, okay? And my darkest colour is the Fresh Fig, okay? So what I do is I ink up my brayer, and you roll it continuously. You don't go backwards and forwards, you keep rolling continuously so you get a really, really nice even coverage. So now on the top of this, I'm just going to go across the top with my Fresh Fig. Okay? And I think that's quite enough. So the next colour I'm going to bring in is my Rich Raspberry. Lisa, I absolutely love these colours, and you will see in a lot of my crafting, you will see that these are the colours that I use a lot of. Okay, so Rich Raspberry, backwards and forwards. Okay, and that's enough for that one. Hey Tanya, thanks for joining. You need one of what? A sponge brayer? Is that what you're saying? Do you not have sponge brayers? They are fun. So now I'm coming through with my Berry Burst, which is a lovely bright hot pink. So as you can see, we're getting a really nice ombre effect here. Okay. And last but not least, I'm going to use the powdered pink. And I just find before you put it in the powdered pink, just roll it on your scrap piece of paper as much as you possibly can before you ink up your powdered pink, and for the bottom part across with your powdered pink. Okay, and then I go up over everything with my powdered pink just to smooth it out. Okay, so there we have, you don't, I keep forgetting to add them to your order. Well, you definitely need them. How's Lisa? Tanya, you don't have sponge brayers? Really? Who doesn't have sponge brayers? But you know what, Tanya? We can't have it all, can we? So we just need to take our time and get organized to do it. Now, this one I'm actually not going to do any stamping. I'm just going to leave it because I think this is beautiful enough. I'm actually going to pop a bow on. I think it's beautiful enough without a sentiment. So I'm actually not going to worry about popping a sentiment on there. So I'm using powder pink as my base. So I'm going to fold that in half and use my bone folder. So Tanya, do you have this beautiful embossing folder? Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of dimension. So I'm actually going to pop that up onto dimensionals. Hey Diane, thanks for joining me. Just doing a bit of crafting this afternoon. Having a fun time, making some cards. Now everybody, please feel free to share my video. For everybody that shares my video, you get an entry into the draw to win a free stamp set. I draw a free stamp set every month. So I will be drawing, and the stamp set that is up for drawing is the Amazing You stamp set. So if you share my video, you must type shared in the comments, please, because if you don't type shared in the comments, sometimes Facebook does not tell me that you've shared. I was thinking what to do. May have to do this. Sorry, Diane, so you were thinking of what to do with the embossing folder? I think it's beautiful on its own, really. And I'll show you my other one, because I did a trial one before I came on live. I was like, I've got to make sure it's going to work and see what it looks like first. So I did a trial one. And I'll just show you, because on the back of the trial one, I actually tried the sponge brayer on the back. And it gave me a really, really nice look as well. And it was just with the sponge brayer. Look at that. It just gives you the hint on the top embossed part as well. So you could actually do this both ways. It would give you a totally different look, I think. And I just, as I said, with the leftover. Hey, Julie, thank you for joining. This must be the first time you've joined me, Julie. I've never seen you on here before, so thank you for joining me. All the way from New Zealand. Thank you so much. But that's another look that you can do as well. So I did have a bit of a play around with that as well. So I'm going to bring in... Oh, do I have enough? I don't know whether I'm going to have enough of this ribbon to do what I want to do. We may be able to just get it. Let's see. If I skimp, maybe, hopefully. So I'm just going to pop some fast fuse. And I'm just going to pop the very end of that in, because I've got to skimp and scrape with this ribbon to be able to do what I want to do. Oh, okay, Joni. Now it makes sense. I was thinking, how come all of a sudden I have all these new people watching me? Well, welcome, ladies. Thank you very much. And that's probably because Joni shared one of my videos as well. So thank you, Joni, for sharing my videos. That's awesome. Okay, so hopefully I've got enough. Please tell me I have enough to tie. Can I? This is really trying to get the most out of your ribbon, isn't it? Do I have enough? Do I have enough? Maybe not. If my fingers weren't so chubby, I might be right. Come on, come on. Actually, you know what? Gonna improvise here. Okay. Gonna improvise. Gonna use a bit of baker's twine. I can't believe I was down to the last bit of that ribbon. But we can always improvise with something else. Not quite as nice as what I thought it was going to be, but it's better than nothing. Okay. So I'll trim that off. I so need to find my good scissors. I took them to a class the other day, and for the life of me, I don't know what I've done with them. So, okay, Tombow on the back. Hey, Carol, thanks for joining. You envy my bow tying skills, Lisa? Really? I was thinking I was struggling so bad. I normally don't struggle so bad if I actually have a bit of length. I thought I could have probably just tied it in a knot, but it just wasn't long enough. There was just not enough. I think if I had have had 1 centimetre more, it might have actually worked. But anyway, never mind. So there you have that. So I think I might bling it up as well. Now, we have some new bling, and I think I'm going to use the new bling. Do I have it? Do I? Oh, I don't think I do. I do have it somewhere. There was some Blackberry Bliss bling, but oh, I don't think I have it. Anyway, we will just use our Diamantes because we have to have some bling. Okay, scissors. So once again, I think I'm actually just going to pop it on some of those little flowers. I think it might be the go. Pokey tool will be easier. So bling it up. So what are you thinking, ladies, about this embossing folder? Simply stunning. So there you have another cute, quick card. Can you do a live video in my group on the 3rd of May? It's our birthday for the group and will be awesome if you could. Do you know what, Joni? I would love to do that, but on the 3rd of May, is that Thursday? I think it is. On the 3rd of May, I'm actually travelling to Newcastle all day. My girls are heading down to Newcastle to do... I would love to. I could probably maybe do it the day before, but I couldn't do it actually on that day. But I would love to do a video in your group live. It would be awesome. Yeah, I thought so. When you said the 3rd, I'm thinking, I'm sure that's the day that we're travelling to Newcastle. So there you have a quick card with, but I'm happy to do it on another day if you wanted to, or, yeah, it's a shame. It would have been great on that day, but I'll be leaving at 7 AM that morning, so. Okay, next card is, I think I'll do this one. This one is a beautiful natural set. Yeah, okay, I can do something on the 2nd. I can organise something on the 2nd. That would be fine. Okay, this is a beautiful natural set. This is called Rooted in Nature. Absolutely gorgeous, wonderful set. So what I'm actually going to do, yes, it has got many uses. Are you talking about this set, Cassandra? Because it's, yeah, it's a beautiful set. This is actually for the people, or you're talking about, sorry, you might be talking about the embossing folder. Sorry, it's all delayed here with the messages. This is actually for all the people that love the Lovely as a Tree stamp set. And Lovely as a Tree will still be in our brand new catalogue. But this is another beautiful tree stamp set. So this is an awesome set for people that love like really natural stamp sets. So I'm actually just going to use a sentiment and I'm using watercolor paper and old olive cardstock. I was just trying, oh, there it is. I was just trying to see the ribbon that I was going to use on it, and I was like, oh my God, what have I done with my ribbon? Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to use the leaves out of this set, and brand new, never been used. I did use it at On Stage, so that's why I actually haven't used it yet. For the simple fact that I've already had a little bit of a play with it. But this is my first time playing with it at home here now. So that one, oh, that one will fit on there. I'm showing you too many things, Cassandra. Okay, that one. I've lost all my little blocks. I don't know what I've done with them. My room is in such a mess. But yeah, they must be still in my bag from when I did the class the other day, I think. I thought I had them out here yesterday, but I don't think that's going to fit on there. Nope. Okay. All good. I'll just improvise. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do with this one is I'm just going to use a leaf. I'm going to use our aqua painter. And my aqua painter is dry. Just bear with me one tick. I just need to go and fill my aqua painter up. Where's my other one? Oh no, here's my other one. Other one has water in it. All good. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to use the leaves in a way that we're going to do a bit of watercolouring. Get a scrap piece of paper. So I am using watercolour paper to do this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the old olive ink pad. Oh no, Joni, you're having problems. Catch the replay. I've only got one more card to do after this one anyway. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to ink up this beautiful leaf. And I'm actually going to stamp it like so. And then I'm going to bring in my aqua painter. And I'm just going to colour and move that colour around in the leaf. So a little bit like you're watercolouring it. Like that. Okay. And then I'm actually going to stamp another one, but I'm not going to re-ink. So this one will be a lighter effect. And I'm actually going to stamp again. Okay, so now I'm going to ink it up, but I'm going to stamp off 3 times. And then I want to stamp over that one. So this one's even lighter again. Okay. I'm going to stamp it off twice again and stamp one up that way. So this is for all the nature lovers out there. So now this is just with your aqua painter, you're just spreading the ink around. Okay, I'm going to stamp a full strength one like that. going to stamp it off twice. One up through there. And you don't have to be too particular with this either. You're just really spreading the ink around. And I think I'm going to do a full strength one just up in that top corner. Like that. And I'm actually not even squeezing my aqua painter. I'm just using the water out of the tip. And that's it. And now I think I might just, for a little bit of difference, I might just stamp off quite a few times and just pop a little one in there. And I think I'm going to do the same thing through there. Just don't want my cardstock too wet because I need to stamp a big sentiment on here. Okay. I might just do one across the top, stamp off twice, and just through there. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do with the aqua painter. So I'm just going to clean the aqua painter off. I actually don't have my heat gun here, so I'm just going to have to make do with the without the heat gun and wait for that to dry a little bit. So now I'm going to get one of the big sentiments that's in the stamp set. So I think I'm going to have You Are Wonderful. Sounds good. You are wonderful. Nope, Thinking of You. You are wonderful. You know what? Let's see the other one. I'm going to do Thinking of You. It's bigger. I feel like I need a big sentiment there. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to ink this up. I think I'm going to use, is my Stamparatus in here? Yes. I'm going to use the Stamparatus for this because I'm really worried about inking it up on watercolor paper, because if it doesn't stamp properly, I'm going to have an issue. So I figure what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Stamparatus so that if it doesn't stamp properly, I get another go at it. That is my plan. Okay, so I'm actually going to line that up. I'm going to pop a magnet on there. And I'm going to pop another magnet just down in that bottom corner to hold that. So I'm going to line that up right in the middle there like that. Now this Stamparatus is the best. It is the bomb of stamping. As I said, there's no more, oh my God, I didn't ink that up properly. And I've only half stamped my sentiment, because you can imagine after spending all the time doing this beautiful watercolouring and then your sentiment didn't stamp properly. You think this is your favourite card so far? So you're obviously a nature girl. So as you can see, it's a very washed out, not a very good black at all. Now, black archival ink would be the better colour for this, but our black archival ink is going away, and I find I don't smudge our Memento ink as much, but we are going to be getting, and that's pretty good. I think I'll do it one more time. We are going to be getting black stays on ink. So they are going to be replacing our archival ink with a black ink, and it will be black stays on. Apparently everybody thinks that black stays on is wonderful. So I think that will be awesome. So I'm just going to grab a baby wipe now and clean that stamp before it gets too stained. So with our Stamparatus, the baby wipes are a good thing for cleaning your stamps. There is a new cleaning product coming in our new catalogue, which is really exciting as well. So it may help you clean your stamps. Personal choice, I think, no matter what. Okay, so I think that has turned out quite nice. I'll just pop that aside. I'll pop that stamp back in my set so I know where it is. I was doing an online card class the other day, a live video for my online card class, and I lost. Hey Margaret, how you going? Nice to see you. This is the first time you've watched me before. Whereabouts are you watching from? Okay, so I have that. And I have this to back it. Now, I'm not sure whether I want to use Early Espresso for my ribbon or our Pear Pizzazz. So can someone tell me? I want to vote. Anyone? Oh, you're from Melbourne. Thank you for joining me. So I want to have a vote. Do I use Early Espresso ribbon or do I use Pear Pizzazz? So I'll wait and listen for the comments. Just type it into the comments which one you think is going to be the nicer out of the two. So the one that I get the most comments on, that's the one I'll use. The Espresso, Pear Pizzazz. Okay, we're even. Pear Pizzazz. We've got 2 Pear Pizzazz. Any more? Okay, I'll fold the base while I'm waiting. Okay, so I'm just using crumb cake as my base. Espresso, oh my god, we're even. I would only use early if you're using an early base. Okay. Okay. Alright. You know what? How about we do Pear Pizzazz? I think there was more for Pear Pizzazz, so I'm going to... And Pear Pizzazz was my first choice. That was what I was trying to find before I started this video. Because I was like, oh my god, where's my Pear Pizzazz ribbon? Because I need it. Okay, so I'm going to mount that up. So I've got some old olive cardstock, and you would normally, I would use the heat gun and make sure that this was really, really dry beforehand. As I said, I do not have my heat gun on hand, so I'm just going to have to go with it. Use both. I have done that before too when I couldn't make my mind up. I've done a double bow with both. Okay. So I'm just going to line that up on my old olive layer. So that just gives that beautiful backing of old olive behind there. Now, I'm just going to pop my Pear Pizzazz. I'm just going to pot it. Actually, Pear Pizzazz looks quite nice on it. I'm just going to pop some fast fuse on the back. And my Pear Pizzazz ribbon. So, pop it into the fast fuse around the front. I'm going to pop it over a bit further. There. But if you have to pick one, Pear Pizzazz. Yeah, I think Pear Pizzazz was the vote. So that's what we went with, Pear Pizzazz. You back again, Joni? Did you get the dog sorted? Hope he's alright. If it's a he. Okay, so I'm actually going to pop that up on dimensionals to get a bit of dimension happening. So how's everyone's day been? I worked this morning as a hairdresser, and this afternoon I'm working as a crafter. But I was hanging to get my work done this morning so I could get in and get organised for my live video this afternoon. I was like, oh my God, I need to get organised. And I am actually working again as a hairdresser. After this, I'll be going because I've got a friend of mine and her daughter's coming to get her hair cut. So I'll be doing that as well. Okay, so there we have that. I'll pop that into there. Okay, and then I'll tie a bow. I always like to tie my bows and then just stick them on with glue dots. I find it easier than trying to tie a bow on your ribbon on your card. Personal choice, preference really, but it's just what I do. Okay, so get the bow how you want it. To play with bows to get them exactly how you want them to be. That one's quite cute. Tiring for me. Dropped daughter off at school. Went clothes shopping. Kids had my son's speech therapist come over for a session. Not waiting for my... Now waiting... Oh, wow, Sherry, you're making me tired just listening to that. Oh, no. Oh, your poor dog, Joni. I hope he gets better. I hope they fix him well tomorrow. You'll be thinking of us, Cassandra, of me, you think? Okay, so trim that off. Oh, I so need to find my good scissors. But anyway, all good. Okay, so a glue dot on that. And, I was going to say I have no idea what I've done with the glue dots, but I do. It's there. And my ribbon's a little bit crooked there. Never mind. No one's going to judge me for that, are you? That it's a little bit crooked. After all, it is crafting. Life of a mum, that's so true, Sherry. Do you know what? My life has just freed up. My eldest is now able to drive. She's got her P plates and she's got her own car. And it's freed me up because she actually goes and picks her sister up from school. She's now gone and picking her sister up from work. And she'll be home soon from that. But yeah, awesome when you start to get that freedom back again. But it feels like many, many years before that happens. So there you go, a little bit of bling. You have to drench the sheep. Off you go, Cassandra. Okay, so a really, really nice, cute card using our Rooted in Nature stamp set. One more card and then I'm finished, ladies. It'll all be over. So I'm actually going to use the new Painted Glass stamp. And I'm going to use the butterfly out of this stamp. And I'm just going to make a really quick, easy, simple card. So I want to use, I think I'm going to use like Night of Navy for the butterfly. I know it sounds crazy, but my plan is having a string of butterflies flying around. This thought came to me in bed last night about this butterfly. I was like, I know what I can do with that set, because I've already done one where I watercolored the round circle in this set, the beautiful like mandala type of circle in this set. So I was laying in bed the other night thinking, what else can I do with that set? And I thought, you know what? The butterfly would be beautiful in that set. So I'm actually going to use a couple of different coloured butterflies. So the first one I'm actually going to do is a navy blue one, a Night of Navy one. And I'm going to stamp that up there. Okay. And I'll clean my stamp. Sherry, you have many, many years. Do you know what? And it does. It feels like that. It feels like it's going to take forever. And then you know what? I feel like you blink and all of a sudden they're growing up. They're driving cars. They're wanting to go to friends' houses. You name it. So, sorry, now I'm using Rich Raspberry. Okay. And then I think I'm going to use Berry Burst, I think. So we've used Night of Navy, Rich Raspberry, and now I'm going to use Berry Burst. Hopefully that's in the camera. Okay, so Berry Burst. Okay. Now, the sentiment on this one, I'm actually going to use Have a Beautiful Birthday. Am I going to fit that in there? Yes. And I might stamp that using Fresh Fig, I think. Oh, things are sitting on my computer and it's doing weird things. Okay. That one. Okay, Fresh Fig. Fingers crossed this sentiment's going to work lovely. Not too bad. Could have been better, but it's not too bad. Okay, so now I'm just with my bling, I'm going to finish this card off. And my children are now home. Okay, I want that. So now, with my pokey tool, just going to pop some bling on here. I'm just going to make some little, oh wow, the bling's not working today. A little train of, oh. Okay, can everybody let me know whether I'm still there? It's saying that it can't play the video for some reason, but I think that is only my tablet. Please let me know if for some reason transmission has stopped. Okay. I actually think it's the power on my oh good, here. Okay, thank you. It's the power on my tablet. So I'm sorry ladies, I cannot see any comments now. I decided not to work. I wonder, can I get my laptop over here working? I'll see if I can get that happening. So I'm just popping some bling on here. And the bling is not being my friend this afternoon. It doesn't want to pop up on the pokey tool. So I am terribly sorry I can't see any comments because it's now saying I have no internet on my computer, Lucky I have internet on my phone. Went black and then came back. Okay, thank you everyone, but yeah, for some reason I'm not seeing anything over here on my computer either. Weird things are happening in my house. Lucky I have, let's try that. Lucky I have separate internet for my live videos. So I'm still going with my bling. So as I was saying, I was thinking about this card in bed the other night, thinking, I know what I can do with those butterflies. So there you go. So I've done that. And that's all I'm actually going to do. So I'm just going to, it's just going to be a quick, okay, I've got the computer back up again. Bear with me, people. I'm just getting into my Facebook so I can see comments again. Okay, so I'm going to, with my Tombow, once again. I'm going to glue that layer on. And I'm layering that onto a bit of our berry burst. And then I'm going to fold my crumb cake layer in half. And I'll pop some dimensionals on the back. Okay, I've finally got us on the laptop, and you're going to hear my voice here in a minute. No, you won't. Okay, all good. I can see on the laptop again, so I'm waiting for the comments to come up. Okay, and you're still there, Mari. Thank you. How's Cassandra? Hi, kitties. It feels like we're all crafting together, doesn't it? It feels like we're all in a room crafting together. Hey, Christina. You're new to my channel, new to my business page. Thank you for joining. Whereabouts are you watching from, Christina? Feel free to say hello, jump on. Any questions, anybody, about anything that I've done here today? I'm just about finished. I'm just about to the end. Okay, so there you go. Cute card, just using just the butterfly. Are you watching from Tasmania? Welcome. How's Tasmania? Is it cold down there? We've had a bit of a chilly day here in New South Wales. It's actually got to be quite chilly. Okay, so I'm now going to bring in all the cards that we've made today. So a combination of cards. And I hope you enjoyed my crafting afternoon. As I said, feel free to share my video. If you share my video, if you live in Australia, I will pop you into the entry, but you need to say shared on my video. Type shared into the comments so that I know that you've shared my video. And very windy in Burnie, otherwise not too bad. Okay. Now, I will be drawing this stamp set at the end of April, so only 4 more days, and I'll be drawing this amazing new stamp set, and it will go to one lucky winner who has shared my videos on Facebook, because the sharing of my videos helps me make more of these videos. Now, any of the items that I have used in this video today, some of the items will be available, as I said, next week at the beginning of May. The Gotta Have It All bundle will be available next week, which is this here. It's an early release suite. It's called the Share What You Love suite. It is an absolutely gorgeous suite. There is 3 bundles in it. There's one that says Just Getting Started bundle, a Little More Please bundle, and the Gotta Have It All bundle. Now, if you are interested in purchasing any of these items, they will be available to customers as a pre-order at the beginning of May. I think it's the 2nd of May they will be going on sale. At the moment, it's a pre-order bundle until the 30th of April because there's some free items in the Gotta Have It All bundle, and also free items in actually in all of them. But the free items I think will be going away. From what I've heard, the free items won't be available, but the bundles will still be available, but not at this awesome price that they are here. But it's a wonderful bundle. If you were interested in joining my Wild Heart Crafters, I would love to have you part of my Wild Heart Crafters team. You can actually purchase this bundle as your starter kit. So if you were interested, for the cost of $169, you could get this bundle plus some adhesive. Now in this bundle, it's a massive bundle. It's got the Love What You Do stamp set, the Alphabet stamp set, very vanilla cardstock, a beautiful card pack, of 4 different colours. It's the new Grapefruit Grove colour, Mint Macaron that's now returning again, Old Olive Rich Raspberry, the Pearlized Doilies that I've used in my video today, Grapefruit Grove ink pad, Rich Raspberry Velvet Ribbon, which is absolutely gorgeous, the Artisan Pearls, which are really, really nice, the lovely floraled Deep Impressions embossing folder, which I used on this card here. That is part of the bundle. The Share What You Love designer series paper, which that was part of the Share What You Love, and you can see the pearlized look in that paper. It's an awesome, gorgeous paper stack. And you get a free stamp set, the Statement of My Heart stamp set, which is the Statement of the Heart of Stampin' Up, which is a beautiful verse. Very vanilla envelopes, and the Share What You Love embellishment kit. So it's an awesome bundle. You could use that as your starter kit if you wanted to join my Wild Heart Crafters team. So if you have any questions and you're wanting to join my team, please feel free to message me, send me a personal message. I'd be happy to give you a call and have a chat with you about it. Oh wow, that would be perfect for next Anzac Day for the cards I make for farmers and depression. It is a beautiful. I will read it out to you. Can I read it out to you? Can I see it? Oh, I can't actually. Yeah, I can't actually read it out. It is a beautiful saying, but I can't read it. It's way too little to read it there. But it's an absolutely gorgeous saying. So yeah. But as I said, if you were interested in doing, go back to see 30 minutes I missed. Oh, well done, Renee. Thank you for joining me again. So as I said, if you're interested in joining my Wild Heart Crafters team, I'd be happy to give you a call and have a chat. So I hope you all enjoyed my crafting this afternoon. As I said, feel free to share the video. If you haven't liked my business page, feel free to like my business page. If you're watching this on YouTube and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe on the YouTube channel down below, and make sure you click on the bell, because the bell turns on notifications to let you know when I've uploaded a new video to YouTube. So thank you all for watching, and until next time, have a lovely day, and I will catch you again when I decide to craft again. So thank you all for watching, and until next time, have a great day. Bye for now.